And finally, tributes are being paid tonight to the comedian Jim Bowen, who became massively popular hosting a slightly shambolic TV quiz show. In the 1980s and 90s, Bullseye and Bowen's catchphrases on it, like "you can't beat a bit of bully," were a huge hit. Well, he's died at the age of 80 after a battle against long-term illness. Martha Fairley reports.
Watched by 12 million people each week, it was as host of Bullseye that Jim Bowen will be best remembered.
And welcome to another edition of Bullseye. We've got a great audience in here tonight because we know the Bullseye fans, because I'm going to ask them a question. What can you not beat at weekends? You can't beat a bit of bully!
For 14 years, the Lancashire-born comedian oversaw dart-throwing disasters.
Well, have we got a joiner in the house? Real set.
And speedboat star prizes, helped by darts pros like Bobby George, who today paid tribute to Bowen's warm but shambolic style.
If they say, "My name's John," sounds like you say, "All right, Ron," you get it wrong. So they stop, cut, they got big stickers, and they put their names on them. That's what made me laugh. They're great big, had just written the names on them, just stuck the stickers on, so you can remember. You used to get everything wrong. That's what made the programme.
You a granddad, Tim? No, I'm 10. I know you're 10, I'm only testing.
Bowen had been a deputy head teacher before he began his stand-up comedy career in the 1960s and continued to tour and present radio shows after Bullseye ended. But in 2011 he had several strokes, making this film to encourage others to get treatment. After several weeks ill in hospital, he died this morning. But Jim Bowen will always be the man who made the game of darts super, smashing, great.
And that's all for now. Raggy Omar's here with news at 10. But from me and all the team here, have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Whatever the weather, SSE Smart Meters sponsor the national weather.
Hello there, very good evening to you. We should all prepare ourselves for things getting pretty chilly once again over the next few days. In fact, for some, feeling bitterly cold by the weekend, with again the risk of snow and ice, particularly across southern and eastern areas. Let's look at what's going on. We've got a rain-bearing frontal system at the moment that sits across the western parts of the UK, giving a fairly miserable picture there, but at least it's been mild for everyone. The winds moving in from a fairly warm southerly direction, boosting the temperatures today in central London to 14 degrees, comfortably above the seasonal average. But we only have to pull out a little bit to see much colder air sits fairly close by. The now familiar dark blue tones sitting towards the northeast of us across northwest Russia, Scandinavia. That's all wrapped up in the circulation of an enormous area of high pressure, which is going to slowly start drifting towards us over the next few days, dragging in that Arctic air. By the time we get to Saturday, we've got winds touching gale force towards the east coast. It will feel sub-zero here, but at least this time it's a fairly short-lived affair. By the time we get to early next week, milder conditions are already close by. Let's get the detail then as we look ahead to tonight. An increasingly fragmented rain band sits across the UK. It's quite chilly and quite breezy there towards the eastern fringes, mild towards the south and west. And we continue with that theme as we look ahead to tomorrow. You can see that increasingly fragmented rain band continuing its journey north and eastwards. So a fairly grotty sort of day, I think, for many central and eastern parts. Cloudy, rain at times, but some decent clearance there towards the south and west with a high of 12 degrees. That's it. See you later.
Whatever the weather, SSE Smart Meters sponsor the national weather.